Welcome to Lincoln, Nebraska, home of the Cornhuskers and home to some of the most loyal fans in the sport where, once again, Memorial Stadium will be sold out. Little gets the blood boiling, quite like a rivalry game. Barbs, shots, trash talk, things that go on throughout the week will now all be settled on this field. As we'll see the #1 team in the country, the Minnesota Golden Gophers, taking on the 15th ranked team in the land, the Nebraska Cornhuskers. For EA Sports College Football, Reese Davis with you alongside David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. And guys, can't wait to get this one started. The Huskers will get us underway with the opening kickoff. Here he comes from inside his own 5. Couldn't find a way to create that broken field as he stopped at the 25. So the Minnesota Golden Gophers offense is on the field for the first time today. These rivalry games can really get the blood pumping, and we'll see who can manage their emotions best early.
Everyone's been waiting for this game, right? You know, both of these teams have had this game circled all the way back to the beginning of the offseason, so you got to be able to play under control.
With passion, with energy, with hatred, because it's a rivalry game, but keep your emotions in check and making sure I'm controlling what I can control.
Just couldn't find an open man. He'll get rid of it, and it'll be second down. This crowd bringing the energy and noise early. Using his legs, it's Pope. Not a lot of room, but found his way ahead for 2 out to the 26. When you reach this point in the season, these types of games, top 25 matchups, really determine whether you're going to be a contender.
Yeah, and really show what you're going to be the rest of the season. How are you going to finish strong throughout the season? You know, the first part of the season, now getting to the middle of the season, Palmer, getting a chance to show what you're about so you can finish strong.
It's a resume builder, no doubt about it. And really, there's been so much anticipation building up to this top 25 matchup. So which team can control their emotions, I think, goes a long way in who wins this one.
To the 43-yard line and a first down for this offense. With jet sweep pass. And he's brought down after a nice gain. The Golden Gophers headed quickly to the line. He'll come out throwing on first down. They're trying to get to him. Blasted as he lets it go. The defense wouldn't let him loose there, and it was a completion, but they lost yardage.
Well, there was really nowhere to go for the quarterback with that football. He's just trying to check it down to his running back, and the defense was there, and they made the play.
Now on second down. They'll leave it with him. Nifty little dance step. And he's able to bounce off one tackle, but still not a whole lot of running room. We had a barn burner the last time these two teams played, and no reason to expect anything else between these two bitter rivals.
Attention to detail, and I think the sense of urgency, David, in a game like this just goes way up.
And I think managing the emotions in these type of games, you know last year was a classic. Now you're trying to form this year's identity of this team and go out and get a win in a big-time rivalry game.
So they're not comfortable with their field goal kicker from here, so the offense will go for it on fourth down. Finds his man, and they convert. No hesitation, no trying to baby the ball in there. He just fired it complete.
Fourth down, no problem. I'm just going to rip this to my wide receiver. He believed in himself. He knew he could get it, and they get the fourth down conversion.
Going to try to get it himself. He got enough for the first down before sliding, but there is a marker on the field. It might be coming back. Amazing how many times an offensive holding penalty will stall a drive. We'll see if the offense can overcome it. Quarterback just flat missed it. Incomplete.
As a quarterback, this is going to be a very tough game. You're going up against one of the top 20 units in the entire country. They know who your primary target is. They're going to be keying on him just like they did that last time, forcing the incompletion.
This crowd trying to make life miserable for this offense. And this is going to be caught, but they'll say it's out of bounds, an incomplete pass. 11th play of this opening drive coming up, but this one, a 3rd and long. It's a draw. He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple. And the Golden Gophers will line up to punt it away. He ought to be able to use this first punt to pin him deep. Gets his first one of the day away, and that matches his total from that victory last week. Not going to risk a return here. He'll make the fair catch. The Cornhuskers offense taking the field. First chance we have to see them today. Typically, the last thing a defense wants is to have a backer on a wide receiver, but we may see some of that today, guys.
Typically, you don't see linebackers that can run like this guy, and that's why they feel okay letting him cover this dynamic wide receiver one-on-one.
Yeah, and feel okay. It's not going to be a good thing. You better get your hands on him early. Put your physicality. Let that win. It ain't going to be your speed.
You know when you're playing against a defense of this caliber, you're going to have some sort of balance, right? You can't just drop back and throw it every single play. Nothing going on that last run. They're going to have to find another way to get it going, handing the ball off.
Looking downfield, it's Henderson. Gets it out quickly. And he goes out of bounds after coming up with positive yardage there.
And on that outbreaking route, really it's designed for the receiver to make the catch before falling out of bounds. Nice timing and anticipation by the quarterback on that throw.
Pocket starts to collapse. And he scoots his way to the first down and then slides to avoid the hit.
Nice job. Nice way to end that play for the QB. He does a really good job scrambling, getting the first down, and getting down. Because defensively, I'm trying to get a lick. Anytime I can hit the quarterback, that is a win.
Fighting off the defender. Turns it on down the left side. He's at the 40. The 20. Past the 10. And he eluded the defense, and he'll take it all the way. Nebraska! They can use this first score to sort of set the tone, guys, in this rivalry matchup.
Man, doesn't this feel good to come out, score early, get the crowd involved, get the nerves out of the way, Palmer, when you're playing in a big rivalry game?
Yeah, and I feel like momentum's always a big thing in any game, but in rivalry games, it's that much more important because
the ball pops out on the return. And the defense jumps on it. They get that turnover.
Man, this kickoff unit, they've got heat-seeking missiles running down the field with bad intentions. They hit that return man with authority, and that's what popped the ball loose.
On first down, here comes this offense. The corners are walked up tight. The toss to the outside. Keeps the legs moving. He got a bunch and a little close to getting a lot more, but he's got the first down.
And the old school toss play, huh? A little just toss to the right, get the running back on the run. A little bit more space, too, out wide where you can see, like, oh, where am I going to go? Where's the hole? As opposed to when you run right up the gut. So I like the mix-up. I like changing it up, tossing that fast guy and get him on the perimeter.
And they stop him just short of the goal line. They'll mark it at the 1.
This defense has got to get better at tackling in the open field or gang tackling, because if you need 3 or 4 guys to bring a guy down, have fun with that.
Looking for just 1 more yard. It's 2nd and goal. They'll try to blast their way in. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. They got nothing and liked it, or probably didn't like it on the last play. Now it's 3rd and goal from the 1. Trying to slam in. And he takes it to the house. Touchdown, Husker!
Wow, this offense, they have a lot of faith in this running back, knowing if they get down in this area of the field, he can get it done and he can answer the bell. 2 rushing touchdowns already for this offense.
Lining up to cover the kick after that touchdown drive. On the run from inside his own 5. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. Minnesota has it back, and the Gopher offense is headed onto the field. To say this has been a slow start is a bit of an understatement, and they really need to get it going here, Jesse.
That's right. The opponent, they're firing on all out of the gate. Offensively, for this unit, they've been slow and struggling. They need an explosive play to wake themselves up.
Yeah, and it's just the first quarter, so it's not the end of the world. You've seen slow starts, but you got to continue to pick and pick and pick until you find that play or that scheme that you can use against this defense.
The Golden Gophers get it past the sticks.
And I don't care if I get it by 2, by 20, by 30, by 40. I just want to get the first down, understanding the situation, understanding where the sticks are. Doesn't have to be sexy, but I got to make sure I get to that stick, get to the first down mark.
Steps to his left, out of the pocket. Finds his tight end. He's run out of bounds, but not before turning in a big pickup and moving the sticks for a first down. Really good patience and recognition. And how about the tight end just finding a hole and settling and waiting until the quarterback saw it?
And the play completely changes. Once my QB gets outside the pocket, I got to see it, and I got to start working towards him, or if I'm near him, working away. Nice job being on the same page, getting the first down.
Couldn't find anybody to throw to. He'll just toss it away. It'll be second down.
A nice job by the quarterback there. You're outside the pocket, nobody's open, so you throw the ball away knowing that you still have more chances to get this first down.
Now on the option. Now the pitch. And he goes out of bounds after a nice pickup on that one. And the Golden Gophers moving quickly to the line. They'll try to run for it. He's got first down yardage as they move it to the 44.
Offenses that are great on third downs, what do most of the time? They keep it in manageable situations where they're not predictable, not just dropping back to pass. They do it here on third and short. They convert. This offense has been so efficient on third downs all throughout this season.
We've come to the end of the quarter, and Nebraska is on top. Really strong performance so far to be able to build a lead here in the first period as we look at the stats. Just about ready to get things started here in the second. We'll see if they continue to flex that muscle. They'll start the drive here with first down to open this period. They move the tight end all over. On the ground, it's Pope. How about those sweet twinkle toes-like moves as he gets to the 38?
Coaches always harp about staying ahead of the chains, and when you can run with that type of efficiency on first down, man, you are doing just that.
Got 6 on first down. Now a lot of options on second and 4. They'll go to the ground. A strong tackle and wrap up from the junior.
The run game just has not been working for this offense all game long. We saw it on that last play as well. Just not getting enough push up front on the offensive line. They haven't been physical enough.
And he almost ran away from everybody on that one. A huge pickup on that play.
And that's why this guy is such a weapon in this offense, because you don't have to throw it far downfield. Just get the ball in his hands. He catches it close to the line of scrimmage, but look what he was able to do after the catch. He gets an explosive play for this offense.
They're looking to pass from the red zone, extending the play. This time they were able to keep him in check and stop him short of that first down.
It's just so nice to have a QB under center nowadays in football. You can trust these guys. You put so much on their plate, and you tell them, go get positive yards when it's there. And a lot of these guys are such great athletes, they do it with ease.
And he can't find his man in the end zone as he was... This red zone chance.
You simply don't see that very often. A quarterback of this guy's caliber missing a guy wide open in the end zone. He makes those throws in his sleep.
Really need to pick up this conversion and avoid having to settle for the field goal. The offense will have to use its first timeout of the half. Boy, they'd love to move the sticks here and take a shot at it on 1st and goal. On 3rd and long, he's going to have to throw for it. Oh, they really could have used that catch there. Physical pass defense. It brings up a 4th down. They'll try to put 3 on the board as the field goal unit comes on. Splits the uprights. It's good. So they were able to put up a 3 spot on that last drive, and now the kickoff team out there as they prepare to put boot to leather. On the move from inside his 5. And good work by the Gophers team to get the return man down on the ground. The Cornhuskers ready to go back to work on offense. And David, how they would love to stick it in the end zone one more time after that last drive.
And once you get the defense on their heels and you back them off a little bit, you get in a little bit of rhythm, it's really hard to stop Jesse, and they're going to try to do it again.
Fires into traffic, picked off. Bringing it back. And he's wrapped up after a solid return on the pick.
Some defensive players just have a knack. I've played with guys throughout the course of my career that you can't coach it. It's not speed. It's not strength. It's literally, I know when to break on the football, how to go get it, and how to pull it in. It's just a knack.
Off the play fake on 1st down. And this will be incomplete. A big hit there forces 2nd down.
Well, the quarterback knew he wanted to go to his tight end on that play. He's a big physical target, but it was the hit on the play that forced the incompletion.
To the ground with the back. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one.
How about that defense in the backfield? Nowhere to go right away. You could tell they were playing the run game all the way, and they got in the backfield and got the tackle for a loss.
Trying to move the sticks on 3rd down through the air. Trying to make magic with his feet. They make the stop, but this running game moves the chains as they get the 1st down. The Golden Gophers come to the line with a new set of downs. Power football with the run. Oh, he spun away like a vapor. And he rolls into the house. Touchdown, Golden Gophers!
Well, this offense is top 10 in the country in points per game because they've got a lot of speed and they've got home run hitters. They score fast. They don't need 10 plays to go down the field. You saw it right there. They've recruited well. They've got playmakers. They are going to be a problem for defenses all year long.
Getting set for the point after. And the PAT will draw them 1 point closer. Quick work on that scoring drive, just 4 plays. And it was capped off with an impressive 16-yard run for the score. He'll take the return and try to improve the field position. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped up to 17. And here comes the Nebraska offense back onto the field. Well, let's see if this drive goes better than the last one. They were in and out quickly after the quick pick, David.
Yeah, first play, big mistake, man. Now, let's get this offense in a little bit of a rhythm. Maybe before you open it up again, Palmer, or do you trust him right away?
He seems to me like the guy maybe that just needs to kind of get into the flow of the game. So maybe you get the running game going here and just give him some easy looks to let him get lateral.
And now on 2nd down for this offense. Wide receiver now comes in motion. Defense showing blitz, trying to rattle this quarterback. Got it in the middle, it's Griffin. Right down the gut of the field. He was smelling that end zone, but they get him down at the 4 after the big pass play.
Well, after that last play, you can see how electrifying this guy is and how special he is after he makes the catch. If I'm on offense, I'm trying to find a lot of ways to get him touches in this game.
He works his way all the way down to the 3, and the defense is reeling. See if they can get it done on 2nd and goal. Looking for a path to the end zone to the right. He steps and powers and works his way. They finally get him down at the 2.
And with the stuff there, Jesse, on 2nd down, this little 3rd to mid-range, you got 2 downs. What are you thinking here?
Maybe getting your quarterback out on the perimeter and giving him...
Going right back to the well, and this time he finds water. Gets it into the end zone for the touchdown.
What a day. His 3rd rushing touchdown. And when you got your college fantasy football team going, this guy is racking those points up for you. Cha-ching, cha-ching, cha-ching.
And he had the extra point to finish the drive. About to kick it off after punching it in for the touchdown. And he's coming out of the end zone. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get... And the Minnesota 20. The Minnesota offense is headed back onto the field. There's certainly still a hill to climb, but they've got to make sure these drives pay off. Got a touchdown last time. Can they back it up here?
Well, and it's amazing in a football game how sometimes they'll surprise you with what you...
And the quarterback is knocked down back at the 13. Let's see if they play it conservatively and try to get some of the yardage back on 2nd and long from the 13. They're bringing heat. And the pressure is coming in, and they get him again. And that big, bad Husker front just keeps wreaking havoc in the backfield.
I mean, that's what you want. You want the defensive line to dominate the football game. You don't want to have to blitz and bring all these extra bodies. And this defensive line, this black shirt defensive line, is doing their job.
And he is corralled short of the line to gain. And the Golden Gophers will try to pin them back with the punt. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. It'll go out of bounds. Depends on where they spot it, but looks as if it'll be around the 45. The Cornhuskers ready to go back to work on offense. They unleashed an aerial assault last time that took them right to the end zone, David.
So, Reese, with that drive, I think you've accomplished something you wanted to accomplish. Make this defense think. You put them back on their heels. Now, shoot, Palmer, you might be able to slip a few runs in on this drive to really jack them up.
Yeah, I like that idea, but I also like the fact that speed kills. They've got it at the receiver position, so if you've got one-on-one matchups, man, take advantage.
Let's see what they've got on 2nd down. Back to throw, it's Henderson. Works the middle of the field. And the catch was one thing, and the run even better. A big pickup on that one. They'll snap this one from the 32. It's 1st down. He wants to throw. The sweet feet keeping the play alive.
Well, you're making a positive out of a negative. And that time, quarterback, nice job buying time. He's trying to throw the football downfield. Nothing there. So instead of throwing it away and getting the incomplete, just get what you can get and make this next down more manageable.
One-step wrap, two-step squeeze. This junior knows how to get him on the ground. They're within field goal range at the 29. Let's see if they can pick up a few or the 1st down on 3rd and long. The offense will have to use its first timeout of the half. It's a makeable field goal from the 29-yard line. Let's see how aggressive they are on 3rd and long. Pressure coming. And they couldn't hold off the heat, and he goes down with a sack. We got a timeout here late in the 1st half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. They've decided to try to go for the field goal here. This field goal attempt is going to be an even 50-yarder. Field goal is good. And they'll push that lead out a little further. And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
Dynamite matchup this week, fellas. Let's show you what's going down. Ball State is down, but they are not out of it. Not inside Schubin Stadium, one of the more fun places to watch a game in all of college football. They're trailing by 11 to Kent State.
He's going to pass.
We'll circle back if anything changes in this exciting college football matchup.
Thanks for the update on that one, Kevin. Let us know when it goes final. Offense gets set for second down. The sure hands, it's Collins. Makes the catch and he's brought down. Got to get to the line quickly for this third down play. And that ball's on the ground behind the line. Finds a little space. Oh, the fumble and the defense got it. They make the tackle after the turnover, but hang on just a second. There's a flag on the field. Let's see if it stands. The officials offer the deal and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. So after the flag, a fresh set of downs for the offense. It's 1st and 10. He's looking to throw it. Fires deep on the run. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Going the other way, and he's got room. And they make the play and make sure there's not any scoring opportunity right here before the end of the half.
Tell you what, defensive players don't always see where the ball is. They see the receiver and they get to chase him, but really good job seeing where the receiver is, going and making an interception, making a big play, getting the ball back to your offense.
They'll use a timeout right before halftime, maybe time for 1 or 2 more plays. Running out of time here in the first half, they're going to have to be efficient to put some points on the board before the break. Back to pass, it's Henderson. They're working that left side. The offense calls a timeout to stop the clock. And in the waning seconds of the first half, they'll try to put up 3 before going to the break. This would be a prodigious kick from 56 yards out and from the left side. Between the uprights, it's good. And they'll trot off to the locker room after the field goal to close the half. That's the end of the second quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin and our halftime update. Kickoff and kickoff return teams on the field, and we are just about ready to go in the second half. That one bounds through the end zone, and it'll be a touchback. And here comes the Nebraska offense back onto the field. If it's working, why change it? And that running game was working in the first half. I imagine we'll see a lot more of it here in the third quarter.
And you just know the offensive line was telling their coordinator, put this on us. Let us continue to go out there, push these guys around. We can put this game on our back and end this thing by running the ball.
And this is a manhood question for this defense. Like, as a defensive lineman, and you're pounding the rock, like, I got to physically rise to this challenge.
Oh, the ball's on the ground. Defense swarming on that loose ball. It'll be a turnover.
Nice heads-up play by the defense to jump on that ball after it got popped out.
So, guys, we'll get another look at this offense. Coming out on first down with the play fake. Looking for an open area to his left. Got him downfield. And it is a chunk play, a huge gain on that one before the defense brings it to an end. From the 17-yard line, it's 1st and 10. Looking to move it through the air. Fires left. He's got it. And he will score. Touchdown, Minnesota. Great example of how a second half can really change everything for a team.
No doubt. First half, it looked bad. It looked like it was bleak. It looked like it was ugly. But now you're starting to get it turned around. More drives like this is what's needed.
And right down the middle. About to kick it away after scoring the touchdown. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. And the returner could find no daylight. He goes down. The Cornhuskers ready to go back to work on offense. This time they need to take care of the ball and maybe extend this lead, David.
And I think you got to look at the positive, Reese. You still got the lead. Now take care of the football. Put a nice drive together, Jesse. You don't have to stress.
Just finds that little crevice, and he's still up. And he's brought down after a huge completion. And the Huskers want to pick up the tempo.
What a weapon this guy is, right? At the tight end position, not only can he get open, he can run away from people after the catch. He's a big dude, so he's hard to bring down anyway, but the speed is what makes him different.
Wants to throw on first down. Fires to the tight end. Didn't pick up a lot there, moved it forward just a few.
I'll say this, man, in college football you see a lot of bad tackling. You didn't see it right there. That was an awesome job. First off, being there at the point of attack. Once the tight end made the catch, there was no doubt he was going down. Great job form time.
Fires to the big fella. And he might be known for run fits, but that was a sure and heavy tackle on the tight end. Let's see what they do here on 3rd and short from the 41. The offense showing motion from the tight end, trying to get a read on the D. Dropping back, it's Henderson. Looking left. He makes the catch. And let's hold on just a minute here as the officials are going to have a second look. After taking another look just to confirm everything, the officials on the field got it right. Play will stand. The Cornhuskers are flying down the field. Off-play action on first down. He finds his man. He'll be stopped just short of the end zone, but they'll have it 1st and goal. He is dealing on this drive, completed all 5 throws, and now they have 1st and goal.
Yeah, and who needs balance when you got a guy like this? You trust him, getting the ball back in the pocket. The ball's coming out, spreading it around the field. Nice decision-making. This drive has been surgical for this QB.
He's got it down to the 1-yard line right on the doorstep of Pater.
Well, he's had the hot hand, 3 TDs in the game already. I like just force-feeding this guy the rocks of war here, Paul.
If it ain't broke, don't fix it. They've been the more physical team. He does a really good job.
Touchdown, Cornhuskers! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house. No midseason concentration labs here in Week 7 as they push out that lead. Now they have extended this lead, guys, starting to put the hammer, but sometimes a rivalry game can give you a little of extra fight back.
And there can be no panic at this point now. You worked too hard this offseason, David. They've had this game circled for so long. You've got to play your best football right now and fight back.
And you just need something good to happen on this next possession. You got to get the crowd back into this football game. Big rivalry. Get some emotion. Get some momentum on your side.
And he got smacked just as he released the pass. It's incomplete. 2nd and 10 after the previous play. He's looking to throw. Trying to get to it. All kinds of room to throw that one in there. And he was loose and in the open field and on his way. A tremendous pickup on that one. The offense lines up at the 40. They've got a 1st down. Running back goes in motion. Comes out throwing on 1st down. Fires to the middle. Complete downfield. He got loose, almost housed it, finally dragged down at the 32. The Golden Gophers in the hurry-up.
Hey, it's important on offense in the passing game. You've got to have balance, and I mean you got to be able to attack different thirds of the field. You got to work the perimeter to both sides. You got to let the defense know, too, that you're not afraid to go over the middle, and they did right there.
6-yard pickup on 1st down, leaves them with 2nd and 4. He's looking to throw. And it goes through his hands. Oh, he had an explosive play right there for the taking, but couldn't reel it in.
Perfect timing. Got there right when the ball got there. Didn't get there a little bit early. Saving the touchdown. Nice timing by that defender.
Really tough run there. He got 4. That'll leave him a yard short on 4th down. Offense, quick tempo. Movement here from the tight end. They'll run for it on 4th down. And he'll be taken down, but he does have enough for the first down. And the Golden Gophers come to the line with a fresh set of downs. From the red zone, looking for a receiver. Quarterback feeling the pressure, and down he goes at the 22. It's as if this guy has morphed into Ndamukong Suh. He's dominating right now.
Man, Ndamukong Suh, one of the best players I've ever seen live. Just unbelievable. And this guy, if you're mentioned with Ndamukong Suh, you're having yourself a day. Getting a couple sacks, getting in the backfield, being that dominating presence.
On third down, going up top. And he can't find his man as he was trying to pay off this red zone opportunity. And they'll send the field goal team back out for the second time tonight. Kick is good. The offense has 3 points to show for the drive. After putting up a 3-spot, the kickoff unit set to go. He'll start the return inside his 5. And the returner will be brought down. And here comes the Nebraska offense back onto the field. That last drive, an absolute aerial assault for the touchdown, Jesse.
And it was a nice job in play calling, too, David, just giving the quarterback some easy looks and reads so he could go out and execute.
And he knew exactly where to go with the football. Everything looked really, really easy. He was hot. The ball was coming out of his hands. The defense better do something different.
And the defense had that one well covered, just a short game there.
I like the decision by the quarterback here. Just get the ball out of your hands, get it to your playmaker. A lot of times he'll dance and make even bigger plays than he did here, but it was still a positive game.
Ball's on the 16, and they need 6 on second down. It's a reverse. A strong tackle and wrap up from the junior.
Wide receivers, running backs, you see them. They're interchangeable now. You see each playing different positions and handing the ball to wide receivers like you get here. You know, wide receivers are getting the ball more and more in space, but you're also trying to hand them the football so they can make some plays, get more touches, especially those good guys. Not a great game, but definitely a good job of getting the wide receiver involved in the run game.
The Huskers will bring the punt team onto the field. They'll look to pin him deep. He gets his first one of the day out of there, and they used him 3 times in that loss last week. He'll be guided out of bounds, but not before a nifty return on that one. Minnesota has it back, and the Gopher offense is headed onto the field. Always good to get points on a drive, David, but chip shot field goals can leave you a little empty.
And I think it's great to get points, but the great teams get touchdowns in the red area. You got to get out there this time and execute a little better on this drive.
You're absolutely right, David. Generally, the best red zone offenses are the ones that run the ball the best. So let's see if they can be a little bit more physical on this drive.
Got his man quickly. And the defense makes the immediate tackle, but he has enough for the first down. The Golden Gophers racing to the line in the hurry-up.
I really like this slot receiver because of his shiftiness, and you see that on his route running. Really, really nice job creating separation for his QB.
You got to have that defense you know you can go to in running situations. Your base defense when you say, okay, this is where I'm going to start, and I'm going to stop the run, stuff it up front. My guys play big up front. Then if I need to add some blitzes to it later on down the road, I can. But great job in the base defense making a play.
We've come to the end of the quarter, and Nebraska is on top. Let's take a quick look at the national rankings to see how this playoff race is shaping up. As we start the fourth quarter, it'll take a pretty sizable comeback to win this one. Now facing a third down as they come back to the line after the break. From the gun, wants to pass. And that's incomplete. A defender all over him. Knocked the ball to the ground. Fourth down coming up. And this kicker has had a busy night. The field goal unit is out there for the third time. And that is no good. Guys, a missed field goal and nothing changes. Still a 14-point game. The Cornhuskers ready to go back to work on offense. They'll have another opportunity to extend this lead after punting last time, David.
And it's important to put that punt behind you. It's over. Let it go. Get back to what you were doing that built this lead.
Yeah, and defense, obviously, they won a few downs that last drive, so we got to put them on their heels here. Maybe mix up a few personnel groupings and try to show them some pictures they haven't seen yet.
Setting up the screen. He's out of bounds, but not before picking up enough for the first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. From the shotgun, the inside give. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one.
It's going to be tough sledding for the offense here. They're trying to ice this game by running the football and bleeding the clock. They've got a pretty good lead here late in the game, but the defense knows the run's coming, right? So they're going to be loading the line of scrimmage.
He lofted high and deep down the left side. And he makes the grab and gets the foot down. What a job for a huge gain there.
It really just feels like they are trying to make a statement to everybody in college football. They've got a lead, they've got it late, and they are still putting it on this defense. They are still letting it fly. They're airing it out, trying to light up the scoreboard.
They've got it down to the 3-yard line. Really well done on that throw and catch. This offense has done a good job on this drive, taking time off the clock as they come up on second down. Go straight ahead. That play just never had a chance. They knock him down for a loss of 5.
It's looking like they're going to have to try to throw this one into the end zone here on third down, David. Quarterback's got to be careful. Can't get greedy because you know these windows, they close fast.
Extremely tight windows. Find your big body guys that you know can win in contested situations here on third down.
And this field goal team has been busy. This kicker comes out for the 3rd time tonight. And if they can make this and turn it into a 3-score game, they'll have this one all but locked up. Right down the boulevard. It's good. And now the lead's extended a little further. We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
Fellas, I think at least a portion of your audience will have an interest in the one that just finished up. Louisiana delivered the knockout blow early in this one, en route to the type of win that can turn some heads there in the Sun Belt. Trust me when I say the party is on in Lafayette. The circle of life in college football, where one team moves on feeling like kings and the other heads home licking its wounds.
Yeah, how about that? Sounds as if they had a good ball game there. Kevin, thanks for the update. He lobs one high down the left side. And they wanted it all on that incomplete pass. Instead, they're looking at third down. That last incomplete pass has him staring at a 3rd and 3. They're going to go to the air on 3rd and short. And it slips through his fingers, incomplete. That would have been a huge gain if he could have held on.
This defense has just been all over this guy all game long. Under pressure, they're finding a way to get to him and affect his rhythm. Of course, they have an interception in this game. That's why they've got a big lead here in the 4th quarter. This guy has never gotten into a rhythm.
Moving away from pressure. On the move, he fires. Couldn't find his man, and they'll give up the football on downs. Looking for a productive play on first down. Wide receiver shows motion. Here's the handoff. Shakes off the defender. Not much room. A pickup of 2 down to the 28.
And the defense doing a great job committing to the run. When you commit to the run like this, obviously you can give up some plays in the passing game, but you got to stop the run first.
After picking up a couple, it's 2nd and 8. Breaking out the jet sweep. 1-step wrap, 2-step squeeze. This junior knows how to get him on the ground.
And that's just a great job by the defense shutting down that jet sweep. You see the team speed they have on defense. They are willing and ready and able to go sideline to sideline with anybody in the country.
Time running out, and he goes down at the 34. Timeout called here by the defense. It's the first one they've used this half. So here comes the field goal unit once again. They've already kicked 3 tonight. It's good. He hit that one right down the middle. And now the lead is even bigger. That lead just keeps getting fatter, and this kickoff team doing a little running.
Well, that kid just showed off his hammer for a leg, 50-plus, and he did it with ease.
And they'll bring him down to get the offense started on the next drive. So they start this drive from inside their own 20 at the 19-yard line. They'll come out on this drive and let it rip. Got a man, it's Pope. And he'll step out of bounds after a very productive play. Trying to get a rhythm in the passing game, now on second down. And that's a mistake you don't expect to see from a senior, and he is lucky to get it back. They'll try to muscle their way forward on 3rd and short from the 29. They'll try to pick it up on the ground. He's going to have enough to pick up the first down as they stop him at the 33-yard line. Use the play fake, now to throw. He tosses one high and deep down the left side. And a pickup of better than 30 yards on that completion before the defense brings him down. And the Golden Gophers are in the hurry-up.
He's been a matchup problem all season long. Defenses just don't know how to solve the puzzle. And with that last catch, over 500 yards receiving now on the year for him.
Shoots it to the left. He's got it. Perfectly thrown ball. Nice catch. Good tackle, but it's 1st and goal from the 5. So close to cashing it in for this offense. From the gun, he'll try to throw. Quarterback adapting. Fires into the end zone. And he's got it. Touchdown, Golden Gophers.
One of the areas they really focused on with this receiver in the offseason was we need you to make more plays for us in the end zone. When we're taking shots, we need you to be able to step up and make tough catches. And David, what a grab right there.
And I think a lot of that has to do with trusting your guy, knowing where he's going to be, knowing when he's going to sit down, when he's not. So being on the same page, and then having a guy that can go get it. Just when the ball is near him, he's going to make the play just like he did right there for 6 points.
And here comes the Nebraska offense back onto the field. You want to talk about having a weapon to bail out a drive? David, that's why kickers are so important after that long field goal.
And listen, important is a relative term. We need to make longer passes and get better gains so we don't have to kick long field goals, Palmer, again on offense.
And they've got the weapons to do that, David. They just got to be able to dial those plays up. Guys have to be able to make them one-on-one to make life easier on this kicker, who is so important to this team.
Quick timeout by the defense here, trying to make sure everyone has the same call. They line up, and it is a long way to the sticks from here. 3rd and long, and he'll try to throw for it. And the pressure was all over him in the blink of an eye. And the Huskers send out the punt unit. 3 and out, they got stuck in reverse. They hope the punt can bail them out. A fairly short distance here toward the sidelines, not his best work. The Minnesota offense is headed back onto the field. Line gets set, 1st down. Wide out in motion. Off the play fake on 1st down to throw. Takes a hit as he fires. Can't find his man as he took a shot trying to deliver that football, and it'll be 2nd down. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. Getting some heat. Keeps looking downfield. Makes the catch down the right side. Oh, what a big play for this offense as they get it to the 33-yard line. Exploded for a huge chunk of yards on that last one. They'll try to do it again here, 1st and 10 from the 33. He wants to throw. Fires toward the end zone. And it's an incomplete pass on the deep shot, but the flag is down. Let's check the call. That penalty moves the ball back 10 yards. We'll replay the down. Offense getting set for 1st down. Snapped it in the shotgun. Hit as he throws. Hit hard just as he... First down and just couldn't get it to the receiver.
Man, this quarterback is going to need an ice bath when this game is over because he is getting whacked. We've seen him go down. He's been sacked time and time again. He just got nailed another time on that last play. He can't wait for this game to be over.
This time it's complete. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the play. Let's see if it stands. Late. Gives this offense a free first down and some yardage. The offense will gladly take a fresh set of downs after the penalty. The receivers often will run their route based on a side adjustment. Firing toward the end zone. We've reached the 2-minute warning, and we... college football all of the time, and they could use one here. And after the incompletion on first down, this offense looking at second down. Wants to go up top. Buying some time. They get to him as he throws. That is just a sideline clinic. Throw, catch, toe drag, everything you want. The Golden Gophers are threatening on first and goal. They keep attacking through the air. Let's it go to the end zone. Touchdown, Minnesota! You thought they were done. They're not. They're back, baby. And it's up and good as they draw just a touch closer. So that scoring drive took only 6 plays. They got one of the touchdowns they needed, and they'll try to get the ball back right now with the onside kick. That's why they call them the hands team. They're able to secure the onside kick.
Well, great job by the hands team receiving there. They're able to spot the kick, fall on it, make sure they keep possession, secure it. Nice job.
Happy with the situation, the quarterback will take a knee. There is nothing greater than a rivalry game unless you lose it. And in that case, there is nothing more miserable.
I agree, Reese. And that's why rivalry games are so great, because you take the stats, and you take the rankings, and you take the records, and you throw it all out the window. There's always tremendous effort and passion when we see these rivalry games. We certainly saw it today. And David, for this losing team, this one's going to sting for a while.
It does, but it's so strange because I always feel the same way. I'm like, there's no chance that they have a chance to upset them. But then you go, it's a rivalry game. The vitriol, the hate, it's already there. And so it means so much in sports. Who's motivated for these games? So you do get up. It does become a good game, even when it's not a good game on paper.
That's going to do it for us from here. For Jesse Palmer, David Pollack, I'm Reese Davis, and this has been another presentation of EA Sports College Football.